Hi, my lovely friends. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, I'm full of love. It's amazing. Like, my heart just expanded. I love you guys so much. Eternal gratitude to you. You have no idea. Oh my God, how wonderful you are. I hope you do. I really do. And I really felt called on my walk today to do a reading for someone that needs some comfort. So this is supposed to give you like a warm embrace and bring forth those loving energies that you may need right now, okay? Even if it's just a little bit, that's totally fine. Like, be my guest and use this as your sanctuary reading to come to or something. So you can have a look at the pictures on Instagram, by the way, at Universal Power Tarot. Link down below if you're interested, because the layout is always different and it's interesting to me, very interesting, how the cards always want to come out so differently. And with your reading, it's really like a snug, again, like I said, like a warm embrace from the universe. It's really beautiful. And the cards that came out already is blessings. You have a prayer card, and I'm going to read them to you, of course, when the universe, interesting, some of you may call not spirit, but the universe, which is totally fine. It's all interchangeable in my mind. So the universe in yours and spirit in mine. Yeah, you have unity, and it's the same thing, embracing Mother Earth, embracing the cosmos, embracing yourself, knowing that you are at home where you are. Okay, you're at home, you're so wanted, you are so loved. Okay, oh yes, 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 please, more of that. So loved, like, just as you are. There's so much love. Even if you think that you did something wrong, someone may stumble upon this reading by accident, is now what I'm getting. Whatever you think you did wrong, you are still so incredibly loved. You are loved. You are loved, okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then we have perception. So this leads me to think there's something darker going on. And dark is not necessarily negative, but this seems to be like a heavier time that you are either currently in, which is why you need the warm embrace of the universe, because I'm now getting that cold kind of a feeling here. And we often feel like cold and alone when we need comfort and, just someone to hug us. And you may not have had someone to hug you or, to be there for you truly. And, yeah, and then Liberation came out, and I'm going to interpret further. I'm just going to let you know for some reason what the cards are. And as Liberation came out, I was like, fuck yeah. Yes, yes, let there be liberation. Like, from the heaviness, it looks like that tree is burned to the ground, which is such a good thing, because or transformed into something else, that would be the phoenix, rising from the ashes again. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there's a lot of fire energy going on, which would really denote to its burning away, which no longer serves. 333 is what I just saw. So you are healing, and you are a healer yourself. Often it's healers that didn't have such an easy life, like the first part of their life, until they step into their own healing, and then ultimately the healing of others into service, being of service and, helping others, because that's what's true to our heart. Yeah, to every heart, at the core, at the core. And in service we often feel those really light and warm-hearted states, because it's aligned with us. That's why we feel that state, because we are doing what is aligned with us. That's why we feel that. And you may have felt that too. And I don't know why the lighting is switching up so weirdly right now. It's like it just became darker. Let's give this some more light here. And let's give this a ring too. Let there be no more of that. Not in that case. Not like that. Here we are. Let there be light. And it's not to say, if you're visiting the channel for the first time, I'm not opposed to a shadow at all, but there's a difference between experiencing your shadow and having darker energies around. That is not okay, and you can send them away. Okay, so let me read Unity to you. 112. Oh, by the way, I should mention Richard Grannon just posted over on Instagram at Richard Grannon the emotional literacy exercises over there. So it's definitely worth checking out. I really recommend that to everyone, even though you may think that you know your emotions, but you may learn a thing or two. And I'm so happy he reposted that, because he took it down from his YouTube channel, but it is now available over on Instagram. Okay, just wanted to put it out there. All right, Unity. The earthly meaning is see your worth and the value of others. A refusal to accept less than equal footing in a partnership, an assumption, bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. Strive for reciprocity. There's a solution that benefits all parties. Connecting through differences. Yes. Empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. Act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. The spiritual meaning is peace is not somewhere in the future. It is here. You don't need to search for it. Like I said, once you feel that alignment, that can happen really quickly. You'll know, because you may get even tingles all over your body or body parts, because it feels so incredibly good being aligned. To those of you that have had that experience, you know what I'm talking about. It's like amazing. That's the amazing feeling. Trust, let go, be present, and it will find you. The present is the point from which life flows. All is born, will die, and be reborn. Oh my God, into this one moment, much like the phoenix. All is present in the now. You are, we are, all is equal. Okay, no, the rest isn't relevant, just that. So this is like a true Phoenix rising kind of a moment. But again, this is again why you came here, because of darker times that you came out of. But this is interesting. Now they're moving closer together, and that's the sense of duality too. You know, there's both are needed, and we as humans often fail to understand certain situations. And not in the sense of blaming anyone, but in the sense of we just can't in a certain moment until our heart expands and we reach the next stage of consciousness, and we are then just able, because we've grown along with it. And there's a sense of this here too, of not putting too much on yourself. Like I said, I could feel the energy of someone being present that felt like they were doing something wrong. Well, change it now. Now you know. Like, don't blame yourself for the past. You can't change that anymore. Like, you got to live and act with what you have right now. And being of service is, in my opinion, one of the most fulfilling things you can do. Whatever it is. If you're going out, packing some lunches and handing them out to people that don't have enough to eat, for example, you'll find some, I'm sure of it. Okay, so let me read blessings to you. Love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way, and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart desires. You're being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations, that's incredible. That is not the easiest path to be on, but it is one of the most rewarding, because and I can feel it deeply in my heart. Like you've gone deep already within yourself. I can definitely feel it, because it goes deep. And again, you won't, not again, just did a private reading. You are not able to reach these deeper layers if you haven't gone the distance yet. And that's what I can feel. I can feel it really deep. And it's much like you're mining your internal worlds. And Yeah, and you're ready to face these things, and you've gone through these processes enough to know like where you are, and it makes them a bit more bearable because you know what you're dealing with. But there's still this heaviness. How can we get rid of that? Or how can we not get rid of it, but how can we transform it? Yes. How can we transform it, Spirit? We're going to use the Messenger Oracle. How can they transform it, please? How do we reach that Phoenix rising moment, that liberation? Because this is in the mind, okay? Because sometimes we're so conditioned from our life before that, and I don't mean past life, I just mean the time span before, so conditioned that we tend to repeat certain patterns unless we stop them. And this is why the fire energy is here too. It's almost like a tower moment, you know? Whoa. Yeah, oh my God, I can feel it in my stomach and in my back. So this is solar plexus, front and back. Something with self-esteem, self-love, the way you see yourself. That wants to be resolved right now. It's almost like it's begging you to be resolved, and there's a reason why I told you this about Richard Grannon, because when you have emotions like that, those are messengers. When they're as strong as this and you feel it physically, you may even have back pain, like lower back right there. That's that area right there. That is also the solar plexus. It's the sacral and the solar plexus here, and they're affecting your spine and your back. They can. You need some energy clearing. And you can do that with sound bath. You just go on YouTube, you find the vibration that just sounds good to you. Like look for clearing. And then you do some clearing. Or you're reaching out to someone. Like I'm available with private readings where I do clearing of energies. But it doesn't have to be me again. It can be for free as well. With... I don't know, if you have a singing bowl, ring your singing bowl, or move like dance. Ow, that's going to help too. But be careful, please. Okay, so let's go. Thanks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, what's going to help you like on your journey is do not fear the unknown. That's your first card. And let go of the old. So basically what we had already, it's like don't fear for that which you don't know, because that which you don't know, which awaits you here, like don't, okay, again, we sometimes stay in old patterns because they feel comfortable, although they're very uncomfortable, but they're just known to us. And we're afraid to fully live our lives and to step into that unknown, to trust spirit to guide us, to maybe we don't have enough trust in ourselves so it can, you know, move us forward. And it is really let go of the old because like you wanna, you know, live that colorful life. You don't want to have that, you know, dark energy or those dark, how do I say that? I don't want to scare you or anything because it's not, you're so much more powerful. You need to understand that too. Nothing is more powerful than you. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay? Just send it away. But when we're coming out of darker periods of life, we are craving this. Like part of us is craving this, like the colorful, the fulfillment. And, sometimes that process to get there can be a bit tough because we're comfortable still in that which we know and are too afraid of the unknown because we lack the trust in ourselves and the trust in spirit here. Because why would we trust, right? It's much like, why would you trust? At some stage you may just lose your trust and your faith in the divine, in other people, in this life, in the world. It's in that area here. For some of you at least, but that's a strong energy I'm getting here. Number 7 and number 22. Number 7 denotes to being exactly where you need to be and also being exactly who you need to be. Okay? Who you are is perfect. Witch, magician is what I'm getting here. like the old healing arts is what I'm getting with this. Some of you maybe you know, runes. I don't know if you call that throwing the runes or reading the runes. I don't know how you call that, but some of you may be involved with that. Others with you know, hieroglyphic stuff, so that would be like hermetic teachings and such. You're different, like accept that what you have been through has shaped you, but it doesn't have, you know, it has shaped you, but that's a lesson, and then you move out of that and you become something else and you really thrive. It's from surviving to thriving. That's the process here, and I can totally understand why you need that hug, but the energy has shifted from trying to comfort you to, sorry, my battery's running low, trying to comfort you to, I'm gonna say that, trying to comfort you to giving you so the energies that I'm feeling or that I felt were going from comforting you to giving you a bit of a push, and I could feel it. We're coming through a bit stronger. Okay, it's in the realm of tough love a little bit. I hope you don't mind, but this is how I'm transporting the energies because that's the way they come through. Okay, peacock is really someone that, you know, that, or an animal that really shines. You know, you cannot ignore the peacock. And often the peacock is used in a sense of flashy, but I don't see it as flashy. It's just the animal. They are just so gorgeous. You know what I mean? So maybe others denied you your beauty because you were so beautiful, inside and out, that they couldn't take it, or they had to, like, I'm almost getting like some sort of a smear campaign. Oh god, I hate it. Some sort of a smear campaign here on you. That makes me angry. Like, I want to say shame on them, but I know also from the higher perspective, I know all that, we know all that, okay, but I just want to say shame on them, just to acknowledge you and what you went through here. Oh my god. And it's on you now, unfortunately, to bring that back out, to make those colors shine, because you were put here to shine. Okay, I can't explain it any other way. You were really put here to shine. Okay. Okay, we have a prayer, and that prayer reads, Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you. Let me just check. All right, something really odd was happening right now, and it is still happening. No, it's not. It's so weird because, and then I realized it was perception, because what happened was the camera showed a really distorted view of myself and of the whole recording, and I was just like, wow, I didn't understand what was happening. And then I replayed the record and it was regular, though there was nothing that was showing. So there's oh my goodness, there's a movie running in your head of how others are perceiving you, and that is not actually true. And there it isn't true, because you are and always have been this beautiful self, but someone told you along the way that that's not who you were, and in some cases even did a smear campaign on you, telling everyone, oh, that differently, and yourself too. It's not true. It is not. It never has been true. It never will be true. You are gorgeous and beautiful. You are meant to shine, okay? And I want to be like, first of all, I want to do like this a little bit, and then I want to be like, I'll give you a big hug, mate, because you are gorgeous, okay? You are absolutely fantastic and beautiful. And God, the universe, your creator, spirit, whoever you believe in, has made you like this for a reason, okay? And you're meant to shine. So when you're ready, come out of that shell, please, because we need you. The world truly needs you. Also, with your past experience here, I might want to add, because without the past experiences, those colors, which only, oh wow, would only shine half as bright, okay? Without you having gone through all the darkness that you went through, your colors would only shine half as bright when they start to shine again. And you will really appreciate yourself and others and have so much compassion for others that are going through this. And you'll have such immense healing abilities for that reason, just with the people that you come into contact. You may not even identify as a healer per se, but you are, as soon as you come in contact with people. And that may also happen to you in the form, or it may have happened you poke in their shadows just because you see it in them, and people reacting strangely towards you. Again, distorted perception in a way, but that's going to change. Yes? Okay. They want me to use the Tarot of the Old Path. Thanks. Yeah. Immediately came out. It's like, get the F out of there, okay? And that's most likely what a lot of you have done, just gotten out of that situation, away from that dark energy. Strongly getting mother figure, but it doesn't have to be that. It could have been someone else for you. It's like a situation that has come to the point of complete deterioration. There was nothing more in there for you. Lesson learned. It's complete. It's get out there. Like, pack your stuff and go. And that's what has happened here. Either really in the physical, or you were just making that decision to just no longer be there. Like, no longer be present in those moments. And this can also be a mental decision, by the way, because we often internalize those figures. And you may be just straight on your way out there and being like, no more. I'm becoming my own best friend. And if self-love doesn't work for you, self-respect might do it. Okay, this is an important one, because sometimes it's like, how do you expect others to respect you, to see you a certain way, when you yourself don't see yourself that way? You need to see yourself first that way, because otherwise you're kind of putting the burden and the responsibility on the external world, and that just doesn't work, because sometimes they may reflect it, but other times they may not, and then you're in this vicious cycle of wanting something from the external that they sometimes can't give, or sometimes absolutely don't want to give, and then you're still stuck with it. So Spirit would really like for you to learn how to give that to yourself, because then you're independent of what anyone else is doing around you, okay? Because you have it all in yourself, and this is such empowerment, guys, like when you come into that. Wow. I hope you can feel that. Thanks. Yo! Yes. Woohoo! Yes, we have the Strength card with Leo energy here, like full on Kundalini rising. Some of you may have gone through that may have broken you open, but that's that strength. And she's also naked, like God, the creator, the universe, Spirit has made her. Just like that, and you're perfect the way you are, and you're coming into that understanding here, which is wonderful. Enlightenment, the balance is here. She is learning how to deal with her emotions, or he is. It's not gender specific. Learning how to work like with your will, with your mind, in accordance with this. This is mind over matter. So really, Hermetic teachings are coming up again. Metaphysics may become very interesting to you. So there's a lot of stuff like that on YouTube. So it's all free. You can have a look on there when it comes to metaphysical laws. Spirit may have tried to recommend that to you even. Don't ignore that. Oh, whoa. Queen of Swords, of course, not surprising. You know, when we're hurt, and that's that, you're coming out of that hurt. The Queen of Swords is someone that has been hurt in the past, that has left the situation. She's like, I'm out, or he's like, I'm out, or they're like, I'm out. And she has a sharp tongue too sometimes, which is understandable, but I can feel it. That sharp tongue comes from that hurt heart, because the moment I said it, I could feel like a pricking feeling in my heart. So there is still, whenever the sharp tongue is there, know yourself well enough to understand that there's still like a wounded part in your heart, and that's where it comes from. Also, the other scenario is that you're healing that more and more, and are becoming more and more aware of this, and can understand it thus in others so well. And this is interesting, because the first card with unity that I read to you, which is so gorgeous, was speaking about that. And I don't know if I've mentioned that with the Queen of Swords, first of all, it's mental too, the mental capacity, but also it's, what was I going to say? Yeah, she's using those lessons and turns it into something positive. And then we have the Emperor. And what could be more positive? Like, that's the end boss. Basically, you're turning into the end boss. Someone who's utterly, utterly abundant, well versed, I want to say, for some reason. So some of you may be writers also. Some of you may be speakers also. You're very eloquent is what comes through with this. Although this is not the typical meaning of the Emperor, but that's what comes through, okay? Strong Aries energy, of course. The hawk, oh my God, the hawk. Speaking of Hermetic teachings like Ra, Horus, Vadyet, all of those, we also have here in the back the Ankh, the symbol of the Ankh, the symbol of life, you know, feminine and masculine energy uniting in order to create something really grand. And new energy, that's what that is. So that's really amazing, and that lands right on top of perception of that darkness. It's so cool because now we're covering that. But it's not really a covering. It's you've worked through it. You're good with it. It's not in the sense of, oh, you're burying it. Not at all. As you worked through it, it served its purpose. Now there's a different time that is coming in for you here. Oh, that's so amazing. You know, and the Emperor is such a good emperor because they're not misusing their power, much like the card said. They're all about empowerment because they are empowered within themselves. They don't have to rely on the external world to tell them that they're great. They know they're great. They know they're beautiful. They know they are love. That's what that is, and that's what you're stepping into. It's also taking responsibility for your life, like full on. And the Emperor will also take care of the ones around him, of course, to his ability, but he really wants others to thrive. And that's what that is. Because you learned how to thrive, or you will learn how to thrive in your lifetime, you now can teach others how to, because you've been so deep down, so down and out. So I'm getting depression for some of you here, anxiety. You know, this was real shitty pain that you went through here, real shitty situations. Pain and suffering is what I'm getting. Okay, we get it, right? And hence, you know you can help so many. You cannot just help the people on the surface, but you came here to really go deep in there. It's I don't know if I can even say that the mental image that they just gave me, oh my God, was like reaching deep into the toilet, basically. Oh my God, this is, okay, but you get the message, right? You've been there and you've come out though. Oh my God, apologies. But you've come out and you've washed all of that off and you're clear now, but you do have that experience, and that makes you incredibly abundant and rich where you're going now. Yeah, that's the point here. What else? Thank you. Yeah, and you're learning. You are learning how to work with this. And again, Hermetic teachings come to mind. Metaphysics, you're studying, so you may already be studying. This could also be in the realm of journaling, writing a book, automatic writing. It's also a card that could denote to receiving help from a counselor, a therapist, or from somebody else. It's also a card of working together, you know, with others. And that is an interesting card to show up at that stage in the reading. Because, you know, when we've even been hurt like that, we often don't stay with a lot of people. Or we tend to not have like real deep relationships because we can't, because for a long time we try to keep ourselves away and our own pain away from ourselves. So we're living here instead of deep. But you've been there, like you've done the work. The closer we come, and this is what I can show you here. I hope I can make it clear so that you can understand and see it. You've like unduck until you really reached yourself. And that's when you can have the real relationships. The real relationships and deep connections don't happen here. Like when you're trying to keep your own pain away from yourself, when you're trying to not see a huge part of yourself, but when you are gradually starting to see yourself in all those parts, this is when you can really go deep and have those deep relationships, those meaningful connections that you are yearning for here. Because you don't necessarily may not necessarily be liking the superficial stuff. But that's because you go so deep. Yeah. Simple. All right. No. Yes. Okay. Wow. All right. So the good tarot. The good tarot for you here. Whoops. Oh, kind of hard to shuffle. Take your time. Marta, take your time. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. I just want to make sure that the cards are like in good order. Like, I have huge respect for my tarot cards. I really do. All right, what do you have for my beautiful friends and for this reading? Thank you. Oh my god, yeah. One more. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's enough. No, that's enough. So, 10 of air. 10 of air. I'm going to read that card to you, but I'm also going to interpret what I'm seeing. There's a huge sense of lightness. Of course, 10 of air in regular decks would be the 10 of swords, so being hugely burdened. But also, this is an ending point. This is the end of the pain, okay? And then, and especially mental pain. Pain in the sense of perception, because, whoa, there's a huge expansion of consciousness, because when we accept things as they are, the suffering, or a lot of the suffering, not all of it, a lot of the suffering is falling away. Maybe even all of it. You know, the pain may still be there, the emotions, but you're not suffering from your past anymore, or from anything else for that matter. This is a true internal journey. You may have thought this was about your past. It is in a way, but it's really about learning how to come into present, how to come into acceptance of what is. This is really big, because then you're like interdependent and you're no longer, you know, I almost wanted to say independent, but that doesn't happen because we're all interconnected. But you're no longer dependent on external stuff. It doesn't faze you so much anymore, or at all. It doesn't mean you're compassion free at all. It's the opposite. You've got lots of compassion, but you decide how much you get involved in that, or because you always have like the higher view at that stage. And then you have the 8 of earth. You're starting to use your musical instrument. Maybe you're starting to sing, to voice, like your whole journey, and that's going to be incredibly abundant for you. You're mastering your craft. We had the 3 of pentacles, which is also denoting to success, and this one is as well. Like, you're going to have huge success. And I have a strong feeling it has to do with your story, with telling your story, voicing your story in some shape or form. You know how our musical instrument, our voice, gets more rich the more we experience, the more pain we have felt, possibly, the more love we have felt. Our voice can change a lot. And not just our singing voice, our normal voice can change a lot, from being so very timid to completely expressing yourself and having that freedom to speak your mind and speak your heart and be in complete alignment with your beautiful self. Wow, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And congratulations, because I can see the path that you've been on. Of course, I don't know all of your lives. I don't. But I can feel the depth in it and what you've been through. And to see you come out and strive, you know, with such strength and compassion, and with the Emperor, and seeing you be successful in this lifetime is just incredible. You know, that's what we want to see, really, truly, from the heart. And I'm going to read the 10 of air to you here. Yeah. Yes, graceful endings and hopeful beginnings meet, a point of epiphany and an end to old ways of thinking, precisely. It's all up from here as I bless the ending. Grateful for the lessons I have learned. This is such confirmation that can free me from patterns that no longer serve me. Holy crap. I allow my circumstances to end with grace as I know something better can appear at any time. I am thankful that from now on I can respond differently to any challenging situation. Wow, what a confirmation. Eight of Earth, let me have a look. I'm going to read that one to you as well. Apprenticeship, gaining knowledge, learning and employing a new craft or skill. Jesus, what confirmation. Even masters of their craft have more to learn, and I eagerly embrace the opportunity to go deeper, develop a greater understanding, and find new ways to apply what I know. I acknowledge all I have learned and accomplished, the skills I have developed, and the goals I have reached. Now is the time to find new ways to apply what I know, to enhance my expertise. My beginner's awkwardness has melted away, and I know what I am doing now. I have the confidence to become more intimate with the work in all areas of my life. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, so one last card for you, and it's going to be the angels and ancestors. There's going to be a lot to come off that. A lot of others benefiting. May even be in your family tree, which you might not see yet, but it's very beneficial for your family tree, like your own healing here. Okay, this is very precise. Pancreas, I didn't even know where that thing was. The pancreas, some ancestor of you may have had like... is it called pancreatitis, or like a cancer in the pancreas, and they're no longer here, but this is a special message just for you, and they're letting you know. If this is you, then they're letting you know, okay, you know, that they're around you, and they're with you. This is one of the people when I mentioned, or one of the spirits when I mentioned that you were serving like your family line, your family tree here. That didn't feel so good. You have the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded, and as you can see, he has his hand on his heart chakra, as I did most through the reading. Like I had it on my heart chakra because there's huge healing that is happening. So Earth Guardian. Here we go. Stay rooted and grounded. Take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. Funny, strength and Emperor, that's precisely what they're all about, strength and integrity. The Earth Guardian represents the angels of Earth who bring the medicine of feeling grounded and strong. They are the protectors of the land and the planet and can help you connect with your mission here and how you can support the evolution of the planet. The Earth Guardian on the card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental who is non-binary, showing that they are divine being without a human gender. Their staff, adorned with a dream catcher, shows they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams in reality. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. Yep, but you're learning that. Just want to set the intention here for this reading that this is precisely what's going to happen. And I want to use the turquoise, which is a protector stone here too, and place that here on your beautiful heart. so that your heart from now on and your heart chakra may now be protected and that everything that wants to leave and be cleared. All right, my beautiful friends, I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow, and I so hope this reading was helpful and or insightful to you, and I really hope you somehow felt that embrace and that hug, and it gave you what you came here for, what you were looking for. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.